We have some pretty major news right now. A leaked memo to journalist Ken Klippenstein shows that the FBI and Attorney General Pam Bondi are putting together a list of so-called quote-unquote extremists to target. Attorney General Pam Bondi ordered the FBI to, quote, compile a list of groups or entities engaging in acts that may constitute domestic terrorism. Those include opposition to law and immigration enforcement, extreme views in favor of mass migration and open borders, adherence to radical gender ideology, anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism, anti-Christianity. Klippenstein is reporting that Bondi also directed the FBI to enhance capabilities of a tip line to more aggressively solicit tips from Americans on other Americans. They're claiming a lot of these people are quote-unquote extremists when they're just activists or advocates for an issue or against an issue. And this is something very serious. You can read the full memo on Klippenstein's Substack, and I will continue to provide you more updates as we get more information. So spread the word and follow along, stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. I'll have much more to come soon.
So in other words, they have to come up with a bunch of shit to do to make people feel like they're doing something because they're not doing anything that they promised to do. And the thing is, I'm going to post this like in the next hour over on YouTube, but they are so pissed that no one has been arrested for the election being stolen and all the other deep state things Trump has run on since 2016. And yesterday, at the tree lighting ceremony, he's talking in his black coat and his burgundy ascot. And he's, there to talk about Christmas or the lighting. And then he goes off on the 2020 election stuff. And they're in the comments are like, bro, do something or shut the fuck up. You're not doing anything. You told us all these things happened, but you're not doing anything about them. You're doing nothing. So what are we supposed to believe at this point? And you want us to go vote in midterms. But you ramble on about this stuff constantly. I cannot stand to hear you anymore. Either do it or shut the fuck up. Now we know there's no one to arrest. There's nothing to do. So they got to come up with something. They got to try and track down people like me, right? Because I'm dangerous. I'm an extremist, whatever, because I speak out. And I've said many times, if anyone knocks on my door, the other sound is going to go, there ain't no one coming through this door. I'm not getting in any fucking van. Okay? I'm not afraid of these people, but they should be afraid of me. To be very clear about that. I'm not playing this game. All that setting people up is for lawsuits. And they can say this all they want, just like they say they're going to get the people that stole the election. They're going to get the deep state. They're going to get them for all these crimes, for whoever killed, what is it, Seth? I'm going blank in the, whatever. One of the conspiracy theories about Hillary. They think these are all real. They think there's evidence for it. And they do not understand why he keeps saying that. And then people are going, I think this is just how he runs off things. He makes us scared. And then he's not really going to do anything about it. And someone even said it's kind of like the abortion thing. If they don't have abortion to run off of, then what do they run off of? Slowly, some of the smarter rats are catching on to this, that this is a grift and it is a con. And that's the video I'm going to post. But seeing that they're now seeing that this is a show, and Trump's doing it to himself because he cannot shut up, either produce results or stop talking about the thing that you say is so imperative to handle, because they're now catching on to it. Because like I said, cults don't start to break apart till they're in full power. And that happened in January 20th of this year. It wasn't before. So while people feel angry that they haven't woken up all this time, they can't till they're in full power, because now he has to deliver. He's required to deliver Epstein files, all these arrests, all these things that he has traumatized them about, made them not be able to sleep at night about, thinking they're going to get arrested for being on the right, or deep state's coming for their kids, whatever it is. They want this handled so that they can feel safe again. And yet he's made no move to do it. Pam Bondi's made no move. And they're actually backing up, about the Epstein files. So they're catching on. And understand, I'm just catching snippets of it. These conversations are going on in the homes. And the right is going to be punished in midterms for their lack of going after something that's not real. But again, I always said Trump would be his own doing, because he cannot shut his fucking mouth.